அஜித்தின் பில்லா, இயக்கம் விஷ்ணுவர்தன், இசை யுவன் சங்கர் ராஜா, தயாரிப்பு எல் சுரேஷ், ஆனந்த பிக்சர் சர்க்கியூட் வெற்றி நடை போடுகிறது.
இனி உங்கள் இல்ல திருமணத்தை நேரடியாக ஒளிபரப்புங்கள். திருமண நேரடி ஒளிபரப்புக்கு Purple Knot. Call 9380993809 or visit purpleknot.com.
Very good to have you all at this 18th Chennai International Film Festival. On behalf of the ICAF, Avicii College of Arts and Science, Chennai International Film Festival, please give a big round of applause to our master, the Iman sir. As it is always already mentioned, he has got the Kalai Mamani Award, and please give a big round of applause for that also. So today's masterclass is about composing for films.
Hello friends, happy morning to one and all. It's been a pleasure and I feel so blessed to be here, and I would love to thank Avicii College of Arts and Science for giving me this opportunity. It's like a first of its kind for me, in fact, because this is like one of the unique experiences of taking a master class. Maybe I don't consider myself as a master yet, but to be here and to share my own experiences over these years in the field of music and cinema, it's wonderful to share what I had experienced so far. So thank you so much for all the love, and yes, over to the questions.
Yes, thank you. So the beginning is important. So we now ask him how the beginning of Iman sir has happened.
The beginning was so sweet because I want myself to be associated with music. It's not like I want myself to be associated with film music. It's like I want to be with music, that any form of music, even if I would have been a radio jockey, I'd have been very happy too. So that's my ideology. But whatever happened so far in my life, I think it's purely by the grace of God. And at the age of 4.5, I started pursuing music. So I started going for Western classical classes first. And my father was like, very keen on taking me to music classes. So my mom and dad, they were like equally very, very supportive. So at the age of 4.5, I started, and when I was 14, 15 years old, I believe, I started turning as a keyboard programmer, as a music producer, as we term it nowadays. Before it'll be termed as, it was termed as keyboard programmer. So I started my career as a keyboard programmer. I worked as a keyboard programmer for music composers like Mahesh sir and Mr. Adityan. And I was also into small screen scenario. So I was like working on for many daily soaps and weekly serials for Sun TV, JR TV, Zee Tamil, and GEC TV. That was like way back before Vijay TV happened. So like mostly for all these televisions for their household TV titles, and for eminent production houses like Kuti Patni Madam and Vigaran Talkies. I've been constantly doing songs for them. So my career started like that as a small screen music composer, and later shifted to films. Yeah.
Okay. So the small screen to the big screen transformation happens because people will not value so much when people do on television screens.
Yeah.
But we see the magnitude on the big screen.
Yeah.
There's always a craze and fantasy when we have scoring for the big screen. So how this transformation happened, and what do you want to say to this young crowd, so if they want to become composers for films?
There's a lot of emotions involved in this, because day to day we as a human experience many things across life, and all these emotions will somewhere influence the form of music we work on. So right from my small screen days and to big screen, handling with emotions for the for that particular scene. For that particular scene, it may be a small screen episode, or it may be a big screen film. So whatever it may be, but the handling of emotions through music. So that's been constant. So the emotions are all the same in like whatever medium we work on. So handling with emotions and playing with instruments and applying various instruments for various emotions. So that's been a constant try right from day one in my career. So like there are like particular scenes. If you have a sad emotional scene and you hear a Shanai playing at the background or an Nadaswaram playing at the background. So if that has been mandatory over a period of time, and you tend to change the kind of instrumentation, the kind of outlook you look for a particular scene, and then you change your own perspective towards music, so that you will evolve as a musician as days cross by. So apart from whatever medium you're working on, you're working for a background score for a film, or it may be an episode, or it may be a web series, or whatever form it may be, but handling the score for a particular scene, that remains the same. The ideology, the human mind activates, behind that, it works behind that, it's all going to be the same. So in that way, so right from my small screen times and then handling to films, the idea of handling a scene, it's been the same, but the kind of cues you implement for a scene, if it's going to be a daily soap every day, I mean, the producer or the director wants non-stop music throughout, so it has to be packed from beep to beep. If you ignore some few scenes without music, because the silence is the most effective part, that is like the most effective tool of music. But certain directors, when we work, they want back-to-back music to be filled in for a scene. But when it comes to films, even to films, when we work like films on artistic based, or like films which has the mass commercial formulaic films, there's a difference in the kind of score we do for a film. If it's going to be a film like Maina, Kumki, or Kyle, the treatment is totally different. Yes. Or if you work on a film like Viswasam or Namavidu Pillai or Romeo and Juliet, in fact the whole ideology differs. So it's depends on the director, the team, and then that rectangle, that frame will tell you what to do and what not to do. So it's basically that particular frame. That's what because a well enacted scene, a well conceived scene, according to my view, it doesn't need music. You just have to breathe in life wherever necessary. You just got to underline the script wherever necessary. That is more than important. But there are films, if you take my recent Viswasam, if you take that into account, of course we know from the day one, a lot of people will come to theaters and they want to glorify their own popular heroes, and there needs to be that massy moments happening on screen and setting the screen on fire. So just to implement that, we tend to do a lot of research work on the music side, so that the fans and then the audience get pumped up while watching a scene. So handling a scene for a mass hero or for a new face, and then for the kind of reality artistic films or the glorified mass commercial masala films, as we call masala films. So the treatment is totally different from this to that. So I've been monitoring both ends in my career.
Lovely. And you have been into various genre, like you have done a film like Viswasam, and you have composed for Tick Tick Tick, the sci-fi movie. So what is the amount of research that you have put in when you did Tick Tick Tick?
Yeah, Tick 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 happened to be my 100th film, and the experience was phenomenal. The score of that film, just keeping the special effects also in mind, because there are many people who also term as, okay, even the special effects is being done by the music composer. The music composer only does the musical cues of the film. But the general idea, even the audience says that particular effect, the shoe போட்டு நடந்து வந்தாங்க அந்த shoe sound செம்மையா இருந்துச்சு, because that's not our work basically. But when you take a film like Tick Tick Tick, when I got the film for scoring, it was all green mat, So you have Jayam Ravi and then all the other artists been flying around with all the set assistants carrying him, taking him to the spacecraft. It was all man-made, and it was so nice to work for that film. So you have to literally imagine what the CGI department will be doing that later, but you have to think that and then get all the views and implement it into your music. So that's been really a tough job, because CGI work has been happening from day one, because the point when the director gives the post-production tape to the music, the SFX, and then for the CGI, it will be happening parallelly. So we'll be having the scenes, even the length of the shots will be frozen, but according to the length, you have to get the emotions and imagining what the CGI will be done later. So you have to imagine that and do the score for that film. So that was really challenging. Even my next film called Teddy, and it was with the same director, Shakti Soundarajan. Even that, it had that, but not as tougher as Tick Tick Tick. But there were some instances where you don't get actual face emotions of the Ted, and that you have to get the only the dialogue cues, and based on the dialogue cues, you have to emote with your music. So that's been really challenging. So especially the films based on CGI, and then scoring music has been really tough. And when a film like Tick 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 will happen, I think my score towards that, it will be like total Western classical, because Western classical, it's been the basic agenda mostly for all Hollywood films, because irrespective of the films you work on, the score pattern remains the same. That will be predominantly Western classical score. But for films like Tick 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 demands that. Of course, there are certain cues where we go hard rock, where we go with rap and hard rock at times. But the general ideology will be like with Western classical sound. So that's what I've achieved in Tick Tick Tick.
And most of your films, though, you get influence from the Western classical, but we see Indianized version of music in your composing. So what's the reason behind it?
I want my music to be rooted. I want my music to have that, Namma Mannada அப்படின்னு சொல்லக்கூடிய. So I want that tag to be there in my music. So of course pizza we love, burgers we love, but rasam sadam sabarla oru kick irukku. That's what I want myself to be categorized as. Okay, Iman is a proper rural desi composer.
Yes, because we felt it in the recent song Tamaranda from Bhumi.
Yeah.
We felt it the same. So what is it you say to this young composer? What is the learning that they have to do and they have to prepare to become a composer?
You need to have a lot of patience. Patience is a key word, because most of the time you want to achieve something and you don't get the right team to explore. That happens mostly because you have a vision and then you don't have a supporting team to explore your vision. So getting your team's acceptance and then bringing in your own identity to your music, that's always a challenge. So marking your identity, and then you have to do a work which is pretty acceptable to your director and to your producer, and then also satisfying to the taste of the audience. So it's always a mind game. So you have to be well prepared for that, and you need to have a lot of patience. There will be a lot of rejections. People will say your music sucks, and people will say, no, this is not the kind of music we've been looking for this film, and you'll be having a lot of rejections basically. So you have to rise above the hate and do your best. So patience and perseverance is most important.
So patience and perseverance is the answer for the young composers who is yet to launch from this pretty crowd. So and how do you draw inspiration to your music?
Uh, that's a million dollar question. But whenever I sit and compose for a song, or especially there's human emotions tapping numbers like Kannana Kanne or Von Kudave Porakkanum from Namma Vittu Pillai, or let it be Kannamma from Rekka. There are songs which which stays for long in your heart. So when inventing those tunes, sitting right in front of my keyboard with empty-minded, because every day I step in my studio with totally blank. I don't know what's going to happen today, what's going to surprise me today. I'm totally blank. So I just go empty-minded, sit there, and look on for something which really excites me as a musician first. So I just look on for that, and when the right tune, the first melody of the tune, of the song, when I get the right trump card, I feel okay, yes, this is a song. But until I get that, adu oru prasava vali da, you don't know what's going to happen. So whenever composing a song, I'll be like totally empty-minded, ulla poi ukarven enna nadakudunu theriyadhu, but on the time when I get the right spark and then the right melody, I feel like a child who's been amused with a lollipop in his hand.
So lovely. And we knew that you have introduced more than 100 singers into this industry, which means that you are giving chances to the young aspirants. And so working with lyricists, okay, is most important for a composer. So tell me the process behind how you work with your lyricist.
First I will say about my 100 plus singers. I think if I'm right with the details, it's like more than 140 plus.
Wow. Great.
Thank you. So it's been a constant process right from day one. I just see at least my album should give an opportunity to one male singer or a female singer. So in that ideology, I started my career. So right from my first film, Tamilan, I had a singer called Dr. Lavanya. She was a debutant there at that time. Even the Hot Party, a song called Hot Party, that's by Madangi. So they were just booming at that time.
And even Priyanka Chopra.
Yeah, Priyanka Chopra debuted as a singer. Priyanka Chopra sonna nyabam irukuman therilla, but at that time.
I think recently there's a tweet about it, and you were talking about
Yeah. Vijay sir pathi dhaan sonnanga, enna pathi solliya.
No, about the movie, so you're associated with it.
Yeah, yes. And that one, and way back, Adagiya Suran or a song, even that was with a newcomer. So that's been there constantly. The day one landa it's been there. But I just make sure just to fetch positivity with the people around you, because if you give an opportunity to a singer, to a fresh talent, him or her or their own family or their own relatives, they all feel very positive about the song and they want that song to be a massive hit. They pray well, they die hard to pray well to get that song, that particular recognition for the song. So that really helps me to fetch a lot of positivity as a composer. So pala perodia ennam, pala perodia aasirvadam irukku, so that really pumps up the energy. So that's what I feel. It is not myself doing a tune, I got this world's best tune and I want to do it with a fresh singer and then the song becomes popular. No, it's just a kind of positivity with the people you fetch. அதன் மூலமா கிடைக்கிற ஒரு energy that's been converted into the song, and that energy works for the song's favor and for the film's favor. And about the lyricist, which you said, over the years, one name which I've been constantly working with is Mr. Yuga Bharati. And why Yuga Bharati is because I'm a kind of an old school composer who sits with a keyboard, with the director, with the lyricist. So I just sit there hearing the situation and then I start writing my tunes, and while I do the first phrase of the tune, and I ask my lyricist to put a dummy word for that, or sometimes he gives a word and I do the tune according to that. So it's been a kind of a good give and take policy with the musician as well as the lyricist. So that synergy really works for me well with Mr. Yuga Bharati. And mostly நீங்கள் கேட்குற நிறைய songs, it was all like 15 minutes, 20 minutes. ஈவினிங் ஒரு 5 o'clock மீட் பண்ணுவோம். வில் ஜஸ்ட் ஹாவ் அ டீ ஒரு காஃபி. பக்கத்தில் எங்கள் வீட்டு பக்கத்தில் ஒரு சின்ன குட்டி சமோசா போடுவாங்க. ஸோ தட்ஸ் அ ட்ரக். அந்த குட்டி சமோசா வச்சுட்டு இந்த டீ காஃபி சாப்பிட்டு வி ஸ்டார்ட் ஒர்க்கிங் ஆன் த டியூன்ஸ். ஸோ அப்படி தான் நிறைய சாங்ஸ் ஓ மேலே ஒரு கண்ணு, ஒன்றை விட்டால் யாரும் எனக்கு இல்லை, கண்ணை காட்டு போதும், மயிலாஞ்சி, லாட் ஆஃப் சாங்ஸ். இது எல்லாமே உட்காந்து அப்படியே ஃபியூ மினிட்ஸ் நான் அவர் லிரிக் கொடுப்பாரு, நான் ஒர்க் பண்ணுவேன் அப்படி இது பண்ணுவாங்க. ஸோ இது அதே மாதிரி ஒர்க்கிங் வித் மதன் கார்கி, அதுவும் நிறைய ஃபிலிம்ஸ் பீன் ஒர்க்கிங். He's a very techie savvy.
More technology works in
yeah. So அந்த மாதிரி ஃபிலிம்ஸ்க்கு கரெக்டாக ஒர்க் பண்ணும்போது I think he gives in the right input. It doesn't happen like spot composing. So for those sessions, I give my basic scratch to him first, just as a voice note, and then he writes the lyric according to the tune and mails me back. So songs like Kurumba or even Tamilan endu sollada Thalai Mandalada, mostly the tunes are given first and then he writes
We have segments that you have worked, the lyric part and the lead and the chorus singers, and all these put together, and the song has become a huge.
I also want to mention about the instrumentalist. Actually, நிறைய பேர் அந்த சவுண்ட் கேட்டு அது வீணை நினச்சிருந்தாங்க. தட்ஸ் அக்கூஸ்டிக் ஸ்லைட் கிட்டார். அது கிட்டாரை படுக்க போட்டு அப்படி வச்சு வாசிக்கிறது. ஸோ as an instrumentalist from Bangalore, his name is Prakash Swantake. He's a Grammy Award winner. Okay. So அவருக்கு இந்த சாங்காக we got him here to Chennai. இந்த செஷனுக்காக மட்டும் முடிச்சுட்டு he went back. So அந்த ஒரு sound is something unique, but like very much closer to Veena, but அது ஒரு நுணுக்கமாக கேட்டால் தான் you could find the difference. Yes. So அதனாலேயே I want him to be there on the making video just to show this is not Veena, this is something else, this is acoustic slide guitar. Yeah.
Right, sir. So there's a lot of experimentations have been done on the basic music instruments to bring the most beautiful music for all the cinema lovers out here. So this is one such experiment that you have done.
Yeah,
so we feel elated to have you speaking to all our young crowd. So with this one last question, we will be having a musical treat with Iman sir, because we have a keyboard here and we will not let him without performing a couple of songs for all of us. So the re-recording process for a film, so how important is that? Because most of them are visual communication students.
Yeah.
They are not full of films. They don't know full film technologies. They learn very little about films, where music and re-recording is not part of it. So I just want you to throw a little light on this re-recording process.
I think the background score is the heart of the film for any film. ஒரு மனுஷனோட உடம்பு தான், எல்லா உறுப்புகளும் இருக்குது, பட் இதயம் இல்லைன்னா அது இயங்காது இல்லையா? ஸோ தட்ஸ் அவ்வளோ இம்பார்ட்டண்ட் மியூசிக்ன்றது. பட் அது கரெக்டான இடத்துல யூ ஹாவ் டு பிளேஸ் தட். அங்கே தான் அது ரொம்ப முக்கியமான, ஏன்னா அதுக்கு முன்னாடி சைலன்ஸ் தான் பிளேஸ் அ வைட்டல் ரோல். அந்த சைலன்ஸ் முடிச்சுட்டு எங்கே நீங்கள் அந்த கியூ எங்கே ஆரம்பிக்கிறீங்க இஸ் மோஸ்ட் இம்பார்ட்டண்ட். அந்த கியூ ஆரம்பிக்கிற இடம் இட் கேன் பி வெரி மினிமலிஸ்டிக் ஆல்சோ. தி யூசேஜ் ஆஃப் இன்ஸ்ட்ருமெண்ட்ஸ் கேன் பி வெரி வெரி மினிமலிஸ்டிக் ஆல்சோ, பட் த ஏரியா வேர் யூ ஸ்டார்ட் தட் இஸ் மோஸ்ட் இம்பார்ட்டன்ட். இட் கேன் பி சும்மா ஒரு சாப்பாசா பேடு கூட இருக்கலாம் அங்கே, பட் அந்த த பாயிண்ட் வேர் யூ ஸ்டார்ட் தட் இஸ் மோஸ்ட் இம்பார்ட்டன்ட். அதுதான் யூ ஹாவ் டு ஹாவ் அ வேர்ட் வித் டைரக்டர். ஸ்கிரிப்டுக்காக எங்கே, இந்த ஸ்கிரிப்டை எங்கே நம்ம அண்டர்லைன் பண்ணணும், ஒரு ஒரு ரெண்டு டைலாக் முன்னாடி ஆரம்பிச்சாலும் அது ஒர்க் ஆகாது, ரெண்டு டைலாக் அப்புறம் ஆரம்பிச்சாலும் அது ஒர்க் ஆகாது. எங்க கரெக்டாக அதை ஆரம்பிக்கணும் அப்படின்ற ஒரு ப்ராசஸ் இருக்கு இல்லையா, தட் இஸ் அது வந்து பேக்ரவுண்ட் ஸ்கோர் வந்து ரொம்ப ரொம்ப முக்கியம். I've been evolving as a musician and I think இன்னும் I'm on the road towards that. ஸோ இன்னும் நிறைய அந்த ஒரு லேர்னிங் ப்ராசஸ் அதெல்லாமே இருக்குது. பட் இது வரைக்கும் எனக்கு கிடைச்ச அந்த ஒரு எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் வச்சு சொல்லணும்னா I really love working background score for a film because that's இப்போ இன்னைக்கு இருக்கிற டெக்னாலஜிக்கு because you have to give tracks for 5.1 and 7.1 அவுட்டுக்காக. ஸோ அதுக்காக ஃபர்ஸ்ட் taking the layers of your instruments அது தனித்தனியாக லேயர் பண்ணி எடுக்கிறதுக்கே இன்னைக்கு ரெக்கார்டிங் ப்ராசஸ் ஈஸியாக இட் வில் டேக் ஒரு ரேப்பிடாக ஒர்க் பண்ணால் கூட 15 to 20 days of time for a film score. இது வந்து ரேப்பிடாக ஒர்க் பண்ணோன்னா இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் நிதானமாக ஆராம்சே பண்ணோன்னா ஐ திங்க் இட் மே கோ டு a month or like 40 days for a film. ஸோ அதில் வந்து ஒர்க் பண்ணும்போது தட் இஸ் லைக் மோர் சேலஞ்சிங். அதுதான் வந்து அந்த படத்துக்கு ஒரு டோன் செட் பண்ணுறோம் இல்லையா, அது வந்து ரொம்ப எமோஷ்னலான ஃபிலிம்ஸ்க்கும் சரி, அதே மாதிரி நிறைய இந்த மாதிரி கமர்ஷியல் பிளாக் பஸ்டர்ஸ்க்கும் ஃபிலிம்ஸ் லைக் ரஜினி முருகன், வருத்தப்படாத வாலிப சங்கம் மாதிரி படங்களுக்கும் வந்து you need to have that energy happening overall. So the kind of film will tell you what to do and what not to do, and even the choice of instruments you take. ஏன்னா எல்லாத்துக்குமே you don't have ஒரு rules regulations கிடையாது. That is the beauty of art, and I feel, because you don't have a set of rules and you have a master, you're taking a master class and say this is rule number 1, this is rule number 2, you have to follow this. I'm just sharing my experiences. That doesn't mean you have to implement in yours. But out of the experiences and then the kind of sound you are exposed to and then the kind of knowledge you get from the films you watch, and then implementing yourself as an artist when working for a film or for any musical work, that really showcases your identity for that product. So adula vandu work பண்ணும்போது you have to carve a niche for your own sound. அதை ஒன்று கிரியேட் பண்ணுறது தான் இட் இஸ் ரியலி சேலஞ்சிங். அது ஸ்கோருக்கு வந்து நல்லா டைம் எடுத்து அது பண்ணலாம். அதுக்கு வந்து அப்பார்ட் ஃப்ரம் மியூசிக் கிளாஸஸ் மற்ற விஷயங்கள்லாம் தாண்டி இந்த ஒரு ஐடியாலஜி, ஏன்னா எனக்கு தெரியும் நிறைய டைரக்டர்ஸ், நான் ஒர்க் வித் டைரக்டர் பிரியதர்ஷன் சார் ஃபார் அ ஹிந்தி ஃபிலிம், that's only for a background score. He is like one of the very very few directors who gives the cues, எங்கே ஆரம்பிக்கணும் எங்கே முடிக்கணும். இங்கே ஆரம்பிக்குது. முன்னாடிலாம் அந்த டைம் மார்க்கர்லாம் போடுவாங்க, இப்போலாம் அந்த ப்ராசஸ்லாம் வந்து கிடையாது. முன்னாடிலாம் வந்து மியூசிக் டைரக்டர் பக்கத்தில் உட்காந்து எனக்கு இங்கே வேணும், இங்கே ஆரம்பிக்கணும், இங்கே ஒரு இன்ட்டு போடுவாங்க. அப்புறம் வந்து எங்கே முடிக்கணும்னா அங்கே ஒரு ரவுண்டு ஒரு 0 ஒன்று போடுவாங்க. ஸோ அதுலேயே வந்து இன்ஃபேக்ட் a music composer will have an idea where a music should start and where a music should end. இது வந்து ஃபிலிம் டைரக்டர்ஸ்க்கு அந்த நாலேஜ் வந்து இருந்துச்சுன்னா it will be really good for the music composer to adapt and deliver his best. ஸோ எங்கே ஆரம்பிக்கணும்னு தெரியும், சும்மா தேவையில்லாத இடத்துல வாசிக்கணுன்ற அவசியம் கிடையாது. அந்த மியூசிஷியனுக்கே அந்த ஒரு ஐடியாலஜி இருந்துச்சுன்னா எங்கே ஆரம்பிக்கணும் முடிக்கணும்னா that is fine. பட் அது இல்லாதவங்களுக்கு கூட அந்த டைரக்டர்ஸ் if they have that clear vision of where a music should start and end, எனக்கு அந்த டைம் இட் வாஸ் லைக் ரியலி ரிஃப்ரெஷிங். ஒரு டைரக்டர் who could say இங்கே ஒரு மியூசிக் ஆரம்பிக்கணும், இங்கே ஒரு மியூசிக் முடிக்கணும், அங்கே என்ன வேணால் மியூசிக் நீ பண்ணிக்கோ, அது ஓகே, பட் எனக்கு இங்கே ஒன்று ஆரம்பிக்கணும், இங்கே முடிக்கணும். அது வந்து அந்த கிளாரிட்டி ஆஃப் தாட்னா தட் வாஸ் ரியலி சூப்பர். ஸோ இது எல்லாமே கலந்து தான் ஐ திங்க் ஒரு பேக்ரவுண்ட் ஸ்கோர் நல்லா வரதுக்குண்டான காரணமே ஐ திங்க் இது எல்லாமே டைரக்டர்ஸ் அண்ட் டெக்னீஷியன்ஸோட டீம் ஒர்க்.
எஸ். So people in this auditorium, there are more visual communication students will be doing your short films, pilot films, independent films. So here the answer from the master, have knowledge about music and have patience and do learning, because after doing 109 films, the 109th film is the recent Annathe is working on. So he says learning, and that learning puts you on top of anything and top above. So without taking much of the time, so I wish to say a personal thanks to Iman sir.
புது சந்தேகங்கள் உண்டாகுது. இது திண்டாட்டமா இல்ல துள்ளாட்டமா, மண்ணை விட்டு 2 கால் தாவுது. எப்போதும் நான் போகும் பாதை இது, இப்போது நேர்காணல் என் உள்ளம் லேசாக கை நீளுது. வெரசா போதையில புதுசா போறவளே, இதுவரையில குளிர் எடுக்கல பெண்ணால, அவ சிரிச்சதும் தலை உரையுது தன்னால. என் பேச்சு மூச்சு எங்க காணல, வெரசா போதையில புதுசா போறவளே.
பரபரப்பான சினிமா செய்திகள், நட்சத்திரங்களின் பேட்டிகள்,
சினிமா வரலாறு ஆகியவற்றை
பார்க்கவும் படிக்கவும் உங்களுக்கான இணையதளம் tourantalkies.co.